Hey everybody, I'm using my new camera, and the editor program that I've always used to edit my clips will not edit it, so I can't edit off where I hit the button and you saw me sit down. So anyway, today we went and bought supplies and we did some eventful things in the building. I don't know, I hope you won't find them boring. And then I also had a plumber's question in case there's a plumber or a plumber's wife out there and whatnot about cast iron drain pipe, but you'll have to wait until you see it and everything. And then Rita got to come. She found me walking the sidewalks, and she found me, but she had some dental work done, so she didn't want to talk a lot, so I just let her say bye to YouTube and whatnot. But she really would have loved to have had more to say at the end of the video, and she is a part of our group. But in any case, I'm going to put this at the beginning. It was pouring down rain this morning, and so I knew that I was going to have the little drips, and this was the time to go down and see where the little drips were coming from. And I dealt with that, and then also I went to the building supply company and bought the building supplies, and I show you all of that. So now I've spent like 700, 8, 9, I think that was 700, see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, and some rough, I've got it on my book, and plus $200 and something in building supplies, and I am nowhere near there. But in any case, I was sound asleep, and suddenly I was woke awake. Boom! I was just like, and all of a sudden these ideas were hitting me. And I was like, the mental pictures, it was like a video going over in my head, only it was like pictures and pictures and pictures. And I had this idea that wouldn't it be cool to have some tables and chairs and have free tea, hot tea, iced tea, maybe cocoa, but not like a restaurant where you go in and get to order what you want. It's like, today we're serving, and this is what's free today. And also, I thought it would be really fun to have some type of snack each day. Like on some days, make homemade chocolate chip cookies, or have some kind of muffins or pretzels one day, or peanuts in the shell one day. And around here, there's lots of restaurants where they throw those on the floor. Like when you're through eating them, you can just drop them on the floor, and everybody thinks it's just the gas. So I thought that might be okay. One person was like, no, they'll fall down in the shells. So anyway, and I thought it'd be really cool to have a wine tasting night and possibly have a beer tasting night. Our city has not been wet that long, so they're not as a lot of our community is not as friendly with alcohol at this point, so bounce it back and forth. Plus, even though the health department told me at one point when I called them not too long ago that if you're giving away food, you don't have to be health department approved. When it comes to the alcohol, I might still have to have an alcohol license to sell alcohol. So, you know, or not sell it, to give it away and everything. And I thought it'd be really fun, like on those nights, to have admission. You go in and have a wine tasting, or you know, have like some, just depends on what they let me do, but have like you know, you have to purchase a certain amount and to get in the door, blah blah blah, or you pay a certain amount, and then if you purchase something, you get it back. So anyway, so I thought it would be a really fun thing, and it really just struck me. I couldn't sleep. So I just had to get on the Facebook page and post it, and a few people liked it, and that made me like be able to go back to sleep. So so I went back to sleep then. But I still woke up at the crack of dawn with this flooding of water and said, I gotta go down and see where the leaks are. So in any case, that's been my day, and I wanted to share it with you. Now remember, thank you so much for watching my commercials. Thank you for not clicking skip ad. Remember, down in the description there's links to the other videos. There's day 1, 2, 3, and now this is 4, I believe. And then you can also go to www.cornerstone fixturemarket.com, and that is going to be the business's website, and you can go on there and see all the videos and any pictures I've taken. I need to take more pictures, but it's like we're doing the rough stuff, you know, so when we start putting something fun in there, I'm going to take pictures of it. Anyway, and then you can also go to, if you're a soaper, you can go to my soapers resource page, www.kimberlymcnutt.com, KIMBERLYMCNUTT.com, and you can find my Facebook soapers chat page, a link in there, my Essential Depot link. Thank you so much for using my Essential Depot link if you're going to buy something, and everything. So I hope I filled you in with all the appropriate information, and thank you again for watching my commercials. And so now you're going to get to see what I did today in my new business, getting it ready. Okay, everybody, here is the water. It came a flood this morning, so I brought some buckets, so let me go get those. That appears to be the main leak. It looks to me like I need to get up on the ladder and change the water flow. I'll show you what I mean. Up there, it's dripping, but it's dripping on that heater. And then it's splattering and going every which way. So I need to take a screwdriver up there or something and change where it's dripping so I can get a bucket under it. Film at 11. Alright, so now let's go in here. We have a leak right here. I think, yeah, hang on, I got that. And the pan had sort of got out of the right place. And this pan is sort of short, and so it's not a lot of good. And then I have water that's slowly making its way to the drain over here. And it's pooled over here. I don't think it's dripped from up there. I think it's just pooled. So I need to redirect the water. And then our other heavy leak is over there in the corner, and that pan is just way too skinny and small. And then this one here, even though the guy had laid wood so you would set it just right, it ain't right. It wasn't right. So it was leaking on the floor, so I repositioned it. So I'm going to go get a bucket for over there. Okay, so you can definitely see I've got a couple of little splatters here, one little splatter there, but that one over there is going to town, let me tell you. And so I may work on redirecting the water on these as well. And then our other leak is here. And I think I got it positioned to where all of the water is dripping correctly into the bucket. All right, now for phase 2. Okay, I've swept the water from over there because there's a drain over here and we've got it going down the drain. And now I'm looking at redirecting these leaks because I've got several that's dropping down in several places. And matter of fact, there's even a new one I didn't see before. But this is definitely a pain right here because they're leaking in so many various, or it's dripping down in various places. So I'm going to go up and check that out. Okay guys, I don't know if you can tell, but now it's leaking in one spot. What I did is I went up there and I dug a hole in the rotten wood right there, and so that it could freely get out in one spot instead of scattering around in a whole bunch of places, making it harder to put a bucket under it. Okay everybody, whoop, bring you back. I got my pans under the leaks, and I also fixed holes where it was leaking. I sort of hollowed out in one area so it could get out easier and it wouldn't like travel so many different places. And it would go into, it would drip into the buckets easier. So Randy's knocking at the door, so. Okay everybody, the discount lumber place was not happy with me videoing inside the building. So we just bought our supplies and brought it here to the building. And these were $2.50. They're studs that have been finger jointed together, pieces, but they're fine for working on building the petition that we need. And then this, and those were $2.50, where regular 2x4s were $2.86, I think. And then this was $2.95, and it is beaded board that is just primed, so we can use our cheaper paint on it and not have to buy the fancy paint to get it to adhere to a slick finish, and be able to match the paint to the color of the walls. Those were $12.95 a piece. And then I got this paint for $7 a piece, and you just never know what they're going to have there. It's a discount lumber supply. It's interior flat latex premium paint, diamond collection, made in the USA, and it's off-white. So I'm hoping that with this and the cream that I have, or beige, I'll be able to mix it together and make a nice antique white. Plus I bought an extra gallon for patching on the ceiling. I was going to paint the ceilings, but then we looked, and most of the front of the ceiling is pretty decent. It's just the water spots that need to be going over with kills, and the ceilings are 15 foot tall. We thought they were 12, and so we decided, as high up as the ceilings was, and here in the area in the front it really looks decent, that I was not going to buy ceiling paint yet, and see if we could just paint where the water spots was with kills in a whitish color, and maybe we wouldn't have to paint it. So we will see about that. We know we'll have to do something back here, and the guy that's going to check the roof, he's in a church play this weekend, so he said he would be there. He'd be here Monday. I did manage to get a bucket up there, where that was leaking. And I got these here. And we decided that this one is not hot, and we're going to take that ugly beast down. But we got to get a hacksaw. Oh, and then on the other stuff I got some plastic drops, a couple of roller covers. Those were $1.95. I got 3. Those were $2.49 and $2.59. And then I got my nails. I got 3 pounds of screws. 3 pounds of 3-inch and 1.5 pounds of inch. The inch ones we'll use to put that on. The 3 inches we'll use to put this together. For the grand total of $232.18. There we go. So, and as you know, we're going to scavenge some wood from that rickety display box that was sitting up there. So anyway, so this is what we're up to. And this is day 4, and we're leaking. But we know it's going to get better. I brought these buckets from home, some of them. And I already did some footage on that. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
And he's putting me in an electrical outlet in the bathroom because there wasn't one, and that way I can run a little 110 heater in here to keep the commode from busting when we get really, 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 really cold, because there's not any vent work back here except for that there, and it's closed off at the moment. But that way I could just put a little 110 heater on low in here and shut the door, and it would be more economical. You think that might be right?
Huh?
You think that might be right?
Absolutely.
All right. So anyway, we did pretty good because we no longer have water. All that's dried up pretty much. And so I think I've got all the leaks with pans under it appropriately, although I wish that pan there was bigger, and whatnot. And so, of course, there's what we're going to take apart. We're going to use these boards, some, and these 2x4s on the wall. And is that a cast iron drain pipe?
Yep. It is cast iron.
All right. And I'm sorry, you're Mr. Daughtery, but I forgot your first name.
Frank.
Frank. And this is my landlord. All right.
My wife is.
Yes. You're the partner in crime. There you go. Okay, guys, so here is this cast iron pipe. And this is the city gutter system pipe. And of course, we've hooked the sink to the bathroom is hooked into it. And it goes all the way up, so it will, that's its breathing, so that you don't get problems with it clogging up. And it probably has maybe an outlet out there on the roof or something, who knows. In any case, so this right here is a pipe, and it is cast iron. So I'm hoping that there's a plumber out there watching this video, or a wife of a plumber, because I have a plumbing question. So what I discovered is I was thinking, and my question was, can I connect into that drain from this side of the wall, that cast iron pipe? But then I discovered that the cast iron pipe is about 1.5 feet that way. So yeah, maybe if I tore out this wall here, I could then go back and reach in there. But I don't know if you can actually, or a plumber can actually reattach in to that cast iron, and you know. So yeah, I was concerned about it busting. I've got a place here where I can put a hot water heater, and then this water pipe is actually not in my building. My building in there ends it's different. This is past the building out in there. It's weird. Anyway, so we can't even find this pipe in there. Oh man, it's in the wall somewhere. So anyway,
She does that sometimes.
I just talk to myself.
And she answers herself too.
Sometimes I have to, because I'm the only one smart enough to answer my question.
So you're the only one smart enough to know.
That old thing, good answer, good answer.
Oh man.
Well, I'm glad you for me about Sammy. If you ever see me, we'll tell him I said hi.
I'll do it. Yeah, I talk to him every day. He sent me a message a few minutes ago.
All right, so we'll bring you back as things unfold.
He and I.
Okay, so they unscrewed it from the wall, from the ceiling bracket, or my landlord did.
I need to come my way a little bit. They can turn.
And now he's trying to unscrew it from that side. And we'll get this ugly little eyesore.
Let me do something first. They won't go through that pipe this way.
Barely left you enough room, huh?
Huh?
They just barely gave you enough room.
Yeah. Well, that's not the normal way of taking this down, but the normal way didn't work. Whoops. Threads again. Nothing laughing at me or something?
I know.
You ought to be getting close.
Slipping on me. Not on top of that.
Shouldn't be.
But it should have disconnected by now, surely. It seemed to give there. If you pull on it slightly, what happens?
Do what?
If you pull down on it slightly, what
That's
happens?
what I'm trying to pull a little.
Oh, okay. That's what I... Because it seems to be giving.
I'm trying to hold it still. Yeah, I think it probably was like that. You know what that is?
Yeah, there's a nut on it. Yeah, there is.
I'm just trying to hold enough pressure on it to keep that nut from spinning. seems to be working. That's it.
Yay!
You got it? It's all yours.
Lay it down right there in the corner. We may take those white caps off of it and reattach those to the ceiling at some point to make it look prettier. So we won't get rid of it all yet.
What do with these? That's what it was, that daggone nut up there.
Yep, now. Okay.
Looking good.
So now we're trimming off the wires.
I don't know which is which, it just goes from one to another, I guess.
Camera.
It is. This is my new camera. I'm having to get used to holding it right.
You gotta learn how to hold your mouth right with them, don't you?
I know. The other one, it was different the way you viewed it. And so with this one, I have to hold it completely different. Yeah, can we poke that up through the ceiling?
Probably. Maybe.
Those wires are dead. They've been disconnected from the fuse box, guys. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Hold that steady for him while he comes down.
The sweatshirt's gonna have to go.
Do what?
The sweatshirt's gonna have to go. It's getting warm up there.
All right, give us the victory. Woohoo! All right. All right. One more step down. Getting the ladders put away. Show him where it goes, Renee. And right here, there may be a septic drain under that, where this circle is that's been patched. And so I'm thinking about chipping into that to see if I can find a drain into the sewer system. Because I can easily get water, and if I put my hot water heater right here, I can easily get hot water to my sink. So, da-da-da. Okay. All right, say bye to YouTube.
Bye.
We're going to get us something to eat at the Strand across the road. Okay, everybody. Rita just found me. I was down the street. I had lunch at the Strand. I'm learning this new camera across the way. And she came up to me and she goes, "You're cute, you're cute, you're cute." And so we brought her in to show her what all we got up to. So you can wave bye to YouTube.